News spreads about two major recalls for certain Jeep hybrid vehicles and the risk of fire.
Jeep recalled more than 112,000 plug-in hybrid SUVs after manufacturing contamination inside the engine raised the risk of catastrophic failure. Ford recalled vehicles fitted with its 1.0-liter EcoBoost engine after problems inside the oil system could destroy the engine from within. And General Motors is facing lawsuits alleging that some of its newest 1.2-liter turbo engines suffered catastrophic internal failures with barely any miles on the clock. If you think engines only blow up because owners skip oil changes or neglect basic maintenance, think again. Every engine on this list became notorious because of documented design flaws, manufacturing defects, recalls, warranty extensions, regulatory investigations, or lawsuits alleging serious internal failures. In many cases, owners did everything right and still ended up facing repair bills worth thousands of dollars. So which 8 engines are still blowing up in 2026? And why does the worst one come from one of General Motors' newest family vehicles? Before this video's over, you'll know exactly which engines to avoid, the warning signs to watch for, and the simple checks that could save you thousands before you buy your next car. These 8 engines are ranked by how financially devastating they can be when they fail, plus how alarmingly widespread they are. Every story you're about to hear is backed by documented evidence, and if you're thinking about buying a used car or SUV, run it through the recommended vehicle history checker linked in the top comment after you're done watching. We start with an engine that could leave you with a repair bill bigger than the car's annual running costs, and end with one of the newest engines on the road, already facing catastrophic failure allegations. Number 8. Mazda 2.5-liter SKYACTIV-G Turbo. For years, Mazda has been one of the easiest brands to recommend if reliability is your priority. That's why the turbocharged 2.5-liter SKYACTIV-G engine looked like such a safe bet. It offered more power without sacrificing the dependability that had made Mazda so popular, and it quickly found its way into models like the CX-9, CX-5, and Mazda 6. But for some owners, that confidence didn't last. Instead of wearing out through neglect or high mileage, reports began emerging of cracked cylinder heads that allowed coolant to leak from the engine. At first, the warning signs could be easy to miss: a slowly dropping coolant level, a faint sweet smell after a drive, maybe the occasional temperature warning. But if the leak continued, overheating could follow, bringing with it the risk of severe internal engine damage. Mazda later acknowledged the problem by issuing technical service bulletins covering certain affected vehicles, before introducing a warranty extension of up to 10 years or 120,000 miles for eligible models. While that doesn't mean every SKYACTIV-G turbo engine will suffer this fault, it does show the issue was significant enough for Mazda to extend coverage beyond its normal warranty. For owners outside that coverage, however, replacing a damaged cylinder head can cost several $1,000s. And if overheating has already damaged the engine itself, the bill climbs even higher. So if you're considering buying a used Mazda with this engine, check whether the warranty extension applies, look carefully for any history of coolant loss or overheating, and never assume a strong brand reputation automatically means every engine is equally dependable. Because while this problem usually starts with a slow coolant leak, the next engine on our list often begins with something far easier to ignore: a simple ticking noise that can end in catastrophic engine failure. Number 7. The 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 has powered millions of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles over the past decade. It became one of Stellantis's most widely used engines because it offered a strong balance of power, refinement, and fuel economy. For many buyers, it looked like exactly the kind of naturally aspirated V6 that should run reliably for years. But for some owners, a simple ticking noise was the first sign that something inside the engine was already beginning to wear. According to owner reports and class action litigation, premature wear affecting the rocker arms and lifters can gradually damage the camshaft. As those components continue to deteriorate, metal debris can circulate through the engine, leading to misfires, rough running, reduced performance, and, in more severe cases, extensive internal engine damage. The lawsuit alleges Stellantis failed to adequately warn owners about the defect, although those allegations remain disputed. Regardless of the legal outcome, the ticking noise has become one of the Pentastar's best-known warning signs, and many owners have learned the hard way that ignoring it can make the repair dramatically more expensive. If the problem is caught early, replacing worn valvetrain components is often far cheaper than waiting for camshaft damage to develop. But once that damage spreads through the engine, repair bills can quickly climb into the thousands. So if you're looking at a used vehicle with the Pentastar V6, never dismiss an unexplained ticking noise as just how they sound. Spending a little on a professional inspection today could save you from a much bigger repair bill later. Unfortunately, the next engine on our list doesn't even give many owners that much warning. Instead, one component buried deep inside the engine can fail without most drivers realizing anything is wrong. Number 6. The Ram 5.7-liter HEMI V8 is one of the most recognizable truck engines in America. You'll find it in the Ram 1500, the Dodge Durango, the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and several other Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models. For years, buyers trusted it because it sounded old school, felt powerful, and had the kind of V8 reputation that made people think simple meant safe. But here's the problem. Deep inside the engine, the camshaft opens the valves by pushing against roller lifters. Those lifters are supposed to roll smoothly across the cam lobes. But when the roller or its tiny internal bearings start to fail, the lifter stops rolling properly and begins dragging across the camshaft instead. Once that happens, the camshaft is being ground down every time the engine runs. At first, owners may hear a ticking noise, rough idle, or misfires. Then the metal from that damaged cam and lifter can circulate through the oil system. By the time the engine is running badly enough to force a repair, the fix is often no longer just one lifter. Shops may need to replace the camshaft, lifters, gaskets, and related parts, and the bill can climb into the thousands. Class action lawsuits have alleged that the FCA knew about lifter and camshaft problems in HEMI engines and failed to properly warn owners, though those claims remain disputed. But the reputation around this failure is real enough that many buyers now treat the HEMI tick as one of the biggest red flags on a used Ram. This is not a fragile little turbo engine being pushed too hard. This is a big American V8, famous for toughness, that can still eat its own camshaft from the inside. And as bad as that is, at least the HEMI is an old-school engine with an old-school failure. The next one is different. It is a modern downsized engine where one belt sits inside the oil, slowly breaks apart, and can starve the entire engine before the driver understands what happened. Number 5. The Jaguar Land Rover 2.0-liter Ingenium diesel. Luxury cars are supposed to cost more to buy, not more to keep alive. But for some Jaguar and Land Rover owners, that's exactly what happened. The 2.0-liter Ingenium diesel was introduced as the future of Jaguar Land Rover's engine range. It promised better fuel economy, lower emissions, and enough torque to power everything from the Range Rover Evoque and Discovery Sport to the Jaguar XE and XF. On paper, it was exactly the kind of modern diesel buyers wanted. The problem was buried where most owners would never think to look. Unlike many engines that place the timing chain at the front, the Ingenium's chain sits at the back of the engine. That makes routine inspection difficult and replacement far more labor-intensive. Independent specialists have reported premature timing chain wear on some of these engines, and once the chain begins to stretch, the consequences can escalate quickly. If it jumps a tooth, or worse, snaps altogether, the engine loses its valve timing instantly. Pistons collide with valves, internal components bend or break, and what started as a worn timing chain can end with a complete engine rebuild or replacement. Jaguar Land Rover later introduced technical guidance and repairs in some markets, but many owners outside warranty have still faced repair bills running into the thousands. And because replacing the timing chain itself requires so much labor, many owners are already looking at a substantial bill before any internal engine damage is even discovered. This isn't the kind of failure that slowly drains your wallet over years of ownership. It can turn one hidden component into the most expensive repair your vehicle may ever need. Now it's time to brace yourself, because many of the remaining engines on this list give you little or no time to react, potentially leaving you stranded at the side of the road with an engine that's beyond repair. Number 4, the Mercedes-Benz M274 2.0 Turbo. You expect to pay more for a Mercedes. But what you don't expect is to pay for another engine after you've bought it. This engine powered some of Mercedes-Benz's best-selling models, including the C-Class, GLC, and E-Class. Buyers weren't choosing these cars because they were cheap. They were paying a premium for engineering, refinement, and the confidence that came with one of the world's most respected luxury brands. For some owners, that confidence disappeared almost overnight. According to a class action lawsuit, certain M274 engines suffered premature piston failures that could cause catastrophic internal engine damage. Owners described engines suddenly losing power before discovering the only realistic repair was a complete replacement. Some replacement estimates exceeded $20,000, transforming what should have been a premium ownership experience into a financial nightmare. Mercedes has disputed the allegations, and U.S. regulators later declined to open a formal defect investigation based on the evidence available at the time. But that doesn't change the reality many owners faced. When this engine failed, the repair often wasn't a new component or a simple rebuild. It was an entirely new engine. That's what makes this different from the engines we've covered so far. You're no longer talking about repairing the damage, you're talking about replacing the heart of the entire car. If you're shopping for a used Mercedes fitted with the M274, make sure the vehicle has been properly maintained, check its service history carefully, and pay close attention to whether any major engine work has already been carried out. A luxury badge doesn't protect you from an expensive engine failure. And unfortunately, we're still not at the worst of it, because the remaining engines on this list are still powering vehicles that thousands of people are buying today. Number 3, the Ford 1.0-liter EcoBoost wet belt. Ford called it a breakthrough in engine design, whilst many mechanics call it one of the company's biggest modern mistakes. The 1.0-liter EcoBoost was designed to prove that a small 3-cylinder engine could deliver the performance of a much larger one while using less fuel. It's present in millions of vehicles around the world, including the Fiesta, Focus, EcoSport, and Puma, and became one of Ford's most important modern engines. The problem begins with one decision that still divides mechanics today. Instead of running the timing belt outside the engine like most manufacturers, Ford placed it inside the engine where it runs continuously through hot engine oil. The idea was to reduce noise and friction. The reality, according to recall documents and investigations, is that as the belt ages, it can begin to break down. Tiny fragments of rubber circulate through the oil before eventually clogging the oil pickup. Once that happens, oil pressure collapses. Without a constant supply of oil, the engine's bearings, crankshaft, and other moving parts can be starved of lubrication within seconds. In the worst cases, the engine can seize completely, often with little warning beyond a low oil pressure light that appears only after the damage has already begun. Ford has already recalled thousands of vehicles fitted with versions of this engine after identifying oil pump drive belt concerns, while safety regulators have continued investigating whether similar failures extend beyond those recalled vehicles. For many owners, the fix isn't replacing a belt, it's replacing an engine that no longer has enough internal lubrication to survive. This isn't an engine that slowly wears out over hundreds of thousands of miles. It's an engine where one controversial design decision can leave you facing a repair bill worth more than some older cars are worth. And as shocking as that sounds, the next engine proves something even harder to believe. Some owners never had a chance at all because the problem wasn't caused by wear. It was built into the engine before they ever drove it off the dealership forecourt. Number 2, the 2.0-liter turbo engine powering the Jeep Wrangler 4xe and Grand Cherokee 4xe sits at the heart of one of America's best-selling plug-in hybrid SUVs. Buyers weren't just purchasing a new drivetrain, they were buying into Jeep's vision of combining electric driving with the off-road capability the brand is famous for. The problem wasn't the hybrid system, it was the engine block itself. According to recall documents, some of these engines were contaminated during the manufacturing process when residual casting material remained inside the engine. That debris can circulate through the lubrication system, damaging critical internal components until the engine suddenly loses power or suffers catastrophic internal failure. Stellantis recalled more than 112,000 vehicles after determining the contamination could increase the risk of engine failure and, in certain circumstances, even increase the risk of a fire. For a vehicle marketed around adventure and reliability, it's about as serious a defect as an owner could face. But here's the part that should concern every prospective buyer. This wasn't an engine that wore out because of age, it wasn't caused by poor servicing, and it wasn't the result of aggressive driving. The contamination was present before the first owner ever turned the key. If you're considering a used Wrangler 4xe or Grand Cherokee 4xe, the first thing you should do is confirm whether the recall has been completed. If it hasn't, walk away until it has. And even if it has, make sure there's clear documentation showing exactly what work was carried out. Everything we've covered so far has involved engines that failed because something inside them eventually broke down. The engine taking our #1 spot is different. According to lawsuits, some owners barely had time to finish running it in before it destroyed itself, leaving them with one of the most shocking engine failure stories of 2026. Number 1. The GM 1.2-liter Turbo i3. If you thought the previous engines were expensive, this one reaches number 1 because many owners never had the chance to prevent it. The 1.2-liter turbocharged LIH engine powers some of General Motors' newest family vehicles, including the Chevrolet Trax, Trailblazer, Buick Envista, and Encore GX. These aren't aging engines with hundreds of thousands of miles behind them. They're powering vehicles that many families are still buying today. According to multiple lawsuits, some owners experienced catastrophic engine failures with barely any miles on the odometer. In several reported cases, connecting rods failed internally, punching through the engine block and leaving vehicles needing complete engine replacements. Some owners reported failures before their first scheduled service. But here's what pushes this engine to the top of my list. The lawsuits allege General Motors had been receiving reports of these failures before many customers ever knew there was a widespread problem. GM disputes those allegations, but owners continued reporting sudden engine failures while regulators and the courts began examining what had happened. Then came another development. General Motors issued a recall and software update on certain affected vehicles intended to reduce the likelihood of damaging combustion events under specific driving conditions. But the lawsuits argue that software alone cannot repair engines that have already suffered internal damage or address every alleged underlying mechanical failure. Those claims remain disputed, but they illustrate why the controversy surrounding this engine has continued. For owners whose engines failed outside normal warranty coverage, replacement costs have been reported at well over $9,000. And unlike many of the engines earlier in this countdown, there may be little or no warning before the failure occurs. That's why this engine takes our #1 spot. Not because every LIH engine will fail, it won't, but because when it does, it can happen in one of the newest vehicles on the road at remarkably low mileage, leaving owners facing one of the most financially devastating engine failures still making headlines in 2026. If you're shopping for a vehicle powered by this engine, check whether all recall work has been completed, review its service history carefully, and keep an eye on any future recalls, technical service bulletins, or warranty updates. Spending a few minutes researching before you buy could save you thousands after you do. And be sure to use the link below to run a detailed history check on any used vehicle you're thinking of buying. It could save you from a similar nightmare in the future.